Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? We are back.
Back at it.
Coming back. 2 minutes.
Yes. We're right back at it again with another top 10 episode in honor of WrestleMania week. WrestleMania week starts today. Not a week, but WrestleMania starts tonight, night one. So tonight we're going to do top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time. Now, again, I'm going to say this. This is our list, okay? Some people you may not agree with, some matches you may not agree with, and that's okay. If you are in the comments, share your list, okay? Share your top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time. Some we have in common, some we don't. So, top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time. Let's go.
Let's go, Coop. You kick it off, yo.
All right, I'm gonna kick it off, and be super controversial on this one because this guy has been erased from the WE from all time, unfortunately, for what he did. But I can't ignore the fact that WrestleMania 20, this was one of my favorite matches of all time. When I say this was a main event, I'm talking about WrestleMania 20, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit as a main event. Again, I of course I don't like what he did, of course, but at the same time, this was a solid ass main event. When Chris Benoit hit the crossface on Triple H and he tapped out, he had Jim Ross screaming, "Oh my God!" Oh, it is you talking about a classic main event. This main event had every single thing. This is what I'm talking about as a triple threat match. So I'm gonna go up that far as my number 10.
All right. Man, that was a good one right there. All right, for me, I am going to go with, I'm going to start off real simple. I'm going to go with Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania, let me see, which one was that? WrestleMania 10, I believe. Yeah, the ladder match, yo. The ladder match was started off, right? Razor and Shawn, the back and forth action. We didn't see the ladders. It was new to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we saw Shawn diving off the ladder into Razor, you know what I'm saying? Climbing for both Intercontinental Championships, because Razor was the interim Intercontinental Champion. Shawn took the belt home, and Shawn came back, and he was like, "Yo, we have to square up." You know what I'm saying? So,
dang,
Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, number 10.
You know what? I'm mad at myself.
And look, originally that would have been up there for me, but it got knocked down because a couple more matches got added in. I was like, yeah, I have to put that down. But yeah, Shawn and Razor, number 10 for me.
Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing out that I forgot a match because I don't know. Okay, all right. So my number 9. I'm gonna go with 2002. This was an important match. Again, this is another person that I'm like, damn. Am I saying this again? Again, not excusing what he's doing, his politics and his crappy ass beer that he's selling right now. Not excusing me. WrestleMania 18, Rock versus Hogan, because this was a so important match. Because this is when,
don't do that to me, yo.
When they first came, when the NWO first came back, I thought personally like you never see this match. I thought you'd never see it. I thought you'd maybe see Austin versus Hogan. That's a whole nother conversation. But so I'll go with Rock versus Hogan, WrestleMania 18.
Rock versus Hogan, WrestleMania 18. Okay, I respect that. Let's see. For me, I'm on number 9, right?
Yeah, number 9.
I am going to go with, I'm going to go with Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. And that's going to be WrestleMania 19, I believe.
Yes, 19, 2003. Yeah. Oh,
that was a feud match with, Shawn and Jericho when Shawn and Jericho basically was beefing. They had that whole feud for like leading up to WrestleMania, and I think Jericho threw him to the Titantron or whatever. Not the Titantron, but it was a segment of Jericho's talk show, and then he threw Shawn into the glass of the TV. And
classic.
Shawn messed up his eye or whatever.
Yeah.
So back and forth action with that one. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jericho actually got the win with that one.
You think. I think, damn, I forgot. Because there was a point where Jericho gave Shawn Michaels a low blow.
Right.
After that match. I think, if I'm correct, I think Shawn won that match because they kind of hugged, I think.
No, I don't think they did. They?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they kind of hugged, and then Jericho gave Shawn Michaels the low blow after that match.
Oh, yeah, afterwards, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
But that was a good choice.
That was my number 9 right there.
All right, my number 8. I'm going to go with the Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay.
This is match from WrestleMania 8.
Okay.
I had this match on cassette. I think I still have it. Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper.
Oh man, that was a good one.
One of my favorite. When I tell you, I know this match by move. I know this move by move. I know the part where Piper put Bret Hart in the headlock and he back and he pins him. You talking about
that's when Piper had the blue trunks.
Blue trunks, yes.
Yeah, blue trunks.
Classic match right there. WrestleMania 8, Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper.
I think Piper, out of respect for Bret's parents, didn't want to go full heel on him. I think he was trying to show respect to the Hart family.
Yeah. Even towards the end of the match, he put the belt on Bret because Bret won the match.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. For me, I'm going to go. Let me see. I'm going to go. What number are we on right now?
We are number 8. You're on 8.
All right, man. I'm trying to do photos. The reason I'm looking at it is trying to do photos at the same time, man. Trying to pull up what I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with this match right here, and you know what this match is. This is the career versus title match. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ultimate Warrior. Savage lost his match, but it was one hell of a match, man. To see Warrior get the pinfall in Macho's quote unquote career. Sensational Sherry comes in the ring and started kicking on Macho Man. Then you see Elizabeth, you know what I'm saying, run out the crowd. That was like a touching moment for me because I was like a big fan of Macho Man. And I didn't really like Sherry anyway. No, I like Sherry, but I didn't like her kicking on Macho Man. And then Elizabeth came in and threw her down. I was like, okay. And then he picked her up and gave her a kiss and then held her on the shoulder. That was really cool, man. That was a cool moment for me, yo. So that's my number 7. What's that, number 7 for me?
That's number 8. Number 8.
Yeah, number 8 for me.
All right. Yeah. My number 7, I'm gonna go with 2012. This was a Hell in a Cell match. Shawn Michaels was a referee. It was Triple H versus Undertaker. I remember this match was the match of the night for me, to be totally honest with you. This match, I love how they told the story. I love the false finishes of the match. I love they had Shawn Michaels and Undertaker like interact with each other. So I'm gonna go with that. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, 2012, WrestleMania 28. I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. I got something for you, man. This might be this is one of my favorite matches too.
You want the
Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys. WrestleMania 17.
Oh no!
Ladder match.
No, damn.
We did the spear off the ladder when was it Edge did the spear to Jeff? I believe it was Jeff. Yeah, it hit Jeff off when Jeff was holding on and caught him. I was like, damn, that was one of my favorite matches of all time. Like, far as action wise.
Okay.
I don't got nothing to say. It was just a good ass match, yo.
Again, it's another one. I fumbled with that one. Yeah,
my number 7, yo.
That was a good choice. My number 6. This is another match that I remember match by match. And this was another match where I had this on cassette tape when I was a child. Right. And this is WrestleMania 3. To me, this was the best match of the night. And I'm sticking by that. I don't care what nobody says.
Wait. Before you go.
Yes.
Don't you say what I think you're about to say and put it at number 7.
I know. Put it at number 6. I mean, it's one spot up. I know. Straight blasphemous. I know. Straight blasphemous. I know. IWC, be nice to me. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's my favorite match of all time.
That is what I know. It's like, why is he at number 6? It should be higher than that. I understand. Right. When I tell you this list really stressed me out.
Right.
The most. Then I'm like, it could have been either way, but Macho Man versus Ricky Dragon Steamboat, my number 6.
That is one of my favorite damn matches of all time, yo.
It's like, how dare you?
And I got it up there too. Hey, listen, we got 5 viewers, you know what I'm saying? It's 12:34 a.m. on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? We thank you guys for even looking at
Seriously.
us. You could be doing anything right now, but you're watching our top 10. So please, if you have any comments, if you got any WrestleMania matches you like, just leave them in the comments. We'll read them out live while we're recording. So, what number I'm on, Coop?
You're at number 6.
At number 6. Okay, so number 6, scrolling down memory lane, I'm going to go with Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25. Yes, the original one. Let me see. It was just the kicks, the kick outs, the chance. This is awesome match. The near falls. You know what I'm saying? When Undertaker caught him, put him in the tombstone. Shawn kicked out. I'm like, damn, who's going to win this match? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the one when Shawn was coming down because they fought twice, right?
They fought twice.
25 was the one when he came down with the white.
Yes, that's 25.
That was my joint right there, yo. I like the first one better than the second one, but
okay,
that was one of my favorite matches.
I like that. Good choice. Now, my number 5. Even though I was salty that my guy lost his match, anybody knows me, I'm a big Bret Hart fan, like biased Bret Hart fan.
Right.
WrestleMania 12 Iron Man match.
That's one of my favorite matches.
This is one of the matches where that I know verbatim, move by move. I can tell you move by move. I can tell you when the moonsault happens. I can tell you when Bret caught him with the sharpshooter towards the end. And this match must be continued. And I thought that was bullshit. I remember being so mad as a child because I'm like, Bret should have won that title. Bret should have kept that match. So I'm gonna go with Bret versus Shawn for WrestleMania 12, 1996.
All right, what number are we on?
This is number 5. Number 5.
All right, before I go, we got 2 comments. Brother just came in. He said, "Don't you dare pull out that goddamn trigger, Craig. You're lucky." And then he goes, he said on this one right here. He says, "You goddamn lucky until you got to HBK and Undertaker." Yeah, man. Look, that was one of my favorite matches, man.
Thank you for comments.
So we're on number 5, right? And these are, like I said, these are our top 10s. If you have any top 10 matches, please put them down. Put them down.
Yes, please.
My number 5, I'm gonna go with Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13 when he made Austin bleed in the middle of the ring. And Austin didn't tap out, and that was the birth of the Texas Rattlesnake. I won't say that was the birth of the Texas Rattlesnake, but that's when the crowd was getting behind Austin. And they didn't see Austin tap; he just passed out in the ring. So I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give that my number 5. That was a pretty cool match.
Nice. Okay, cool. My number 4. I'm gonna go with this match because this match has an important because this match was at the time it was Austin's last match. And I remember looking at this as a much of importance. So I'm gonna go with WrestleMania 19, Stone Cold versus The Rock. WrestleMania 19. I love how they told the story. It was a point where they did a backstage, documentary, and they told the story how Stone Cold almost lost his life behind the scenes, and a lot of people didn't know that, and how he was saying he was so stressed out, and how towards the end after Rock pinned him, they got to share some moments together. And I thought that was important because Austin and Rock really held the scene for us to attitude there. So I'm gonna go with the importance of attitude there and the importance of ending the story. So Austin versus Rock, WrestleMania 19, my number 4.
Number 4, okay.
Yeah.
We got one more comment from brother. He said, "Seriously, you need to put Yokozuna versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10 on top 5." God, man.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this, I'm a Bret Hart fan. I'm not mad at that, but I think out of all Bret's opponents, Yoko was my least favorite opponent. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I love the moment. I love him being held up and holding the title. So it's I don't disagree with you, but out of all my Bret Hart's opponents, I just think Yoko was not my favorite out of his opponents. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yoko was good. I'm not taking anything from Yokozuna. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't think him and Brett's style and his style didn't mesh well in the ring.
Yeah.
But it was good. All right, so I'm going my number 4 right now, man. And it's, this guy right here, man, like I said, he was a childhood hero of mine. And, it's hard to see him the way he is now and he's been acting in the ring. I mean, not acting in the ring, but acting in general in the public, his IPAs. But I'm going to go Rock versus Hollywood Hogan, WrestleMania 18 for my number 4. That match alone right there, to see Hogan back in WWE, and to see him going against Rock, and I really want to see him and Austin go at it, but I guess Austin didn't want to wrestle Hogan.
Yeah.
But I guess they went with The Rock, and just to see those two in the ring together, man, and it had that moment where it was like the crowd was cheering Hogan instead of cheering The Rock, and it was just going back and forth. They was hitting the finishes, the near falls and stuff like that, and then Hogan did, he started hulking out and stuff like that. That was like, damn, a moment to take me back even further in my childhood. I was like, yo, that was a cool moment. So I'm gonna go with Hogan and Rock at my number 4.
All right, cool. My number 3, I'm gonna go back all the way to the Sky Dome. The first time we were there. Again, I'm going back to the little kid version of me.
Don't do this to me, dog. Like, I couldn't fit this on. I wanted to fit it. I know
it's like, again, I'm gonna say this again. The person he is now, the politics and the stuff and the crappy ass beer. No, but back then, WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. This is another match that I remember in my brain. I can remember match by match, and honestly, I was happy that Warrior won this match because I was a Hogan guy, but Warrior was just like creeping up. You know what I'm saying? Warrior is like I felt Warrior like more cooler than Hogan is. He came to the ring, shaking the ropes and everything like that. Yeah. So WrestleMania 6. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior for my number 3.
Title for title, yo.
Yeah, title for title.
That's a classic. That one will always be burned in my head. Like, it was just two big personalities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Warrior, Hogan. When they clash, when the heavens open up and the moon collides with the asteroids. When it was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He's a Hulk Hogan, take the chopper. I was like, what are you talking about? Is Hogan in the plane? What's going on? I remember that.
When the stars aligned.
He used to be like,
I was like, yo, that's crazy, yo. It says, I admit that was a good match in top 4, Derek. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man, that was a good match.
Man.
He said, oh, my damn Lord, I literally changed my mind. That definitely was top 4 until you said that, Craig. God damn it.
Yeah. God damn it.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, that might be an honorable mention. All right, so what number we on, yo?
Yeah, we're at 3. We at 3.
So for 3, I'm gonna do last year's WrestleMania match. That match last year, WrestleMania match, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. That was the best WrestleMania match I've seen in a long time. And I'm talking about maybe in a decade, in my opinion. Okay. I just thought that they was going back. He finished the story. A lot of surprises. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that as my number 3.
Okay. Got you. My number 2, because this match is one of my favorite matches. This match came up at WrestleMania 25.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. When I tell you, I remember this match being like, damn, I feel sorry for him.
That's what I mentioned. That not the second one, but the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one. I feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for somebody who got to go after this match.
Right. I felt so bad.
Yeah, this was this right here. Yeah. So Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. My number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Talking about number 2. My number 2 match is going to be Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's one of my favorite matches. I even got the shirt. WrestleMania 3 shirt. I know you said it earlier. That's why I was like, no, you can't do that to me.
He's like, how dare you do that?
But the technical wrestling,
Yeah.
Just the spots. Savage was on his game. I'm a huge Randy Savage fan, so Savage was on his game. I love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It was just so much. They had so much chemistry together. It was like watching two people, like poetry in motion. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Poetry in motion. It was such a good match. You know what I'm saying? People still talk about it to this day. You just if you want to see a quality WrestleMania match, go back and look at WrestleMania 3. Savage versus Steamboat for the Intercontinental Championship. Yep. So we're on number 1. No, you're on number. Are we on number 1 now?
Yeah, we're number 1. Okay. Yeah. This again, I'm gonna stress this. My number 1. This is not easy, but I have a couple of honorable mentions that I want to mention before I mention number 1.
Right.
Another honorable mention that I feel like gets slept on. That doesn't get talked about enough. I believe this is WrestleMania 21. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle was one of my matches that I had.
Oh, yep.
Yes, this match doesn't get talked about enough. Another one where I would say was Triple H versus John Cena in 2006, WrestleMania 22, I believe, because the way it was built up, this was seen in like first like initial title run. And again, like I mentioned earlier in the SmackDown episode, thinking that Cena was going to like lose, and Cena actually pulled out the win, and that was a solid match. So I have to put that in there. Another honorable mention I'm kicking myself for not mentioning is a ladder match with Razor and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10. I gotta put that in there. I was like, how did I forget? And one more match, and I have to, WrestleMania 17, the TLC match. Gotta put that in there. Like that is just fire. It's just when you put together these lists and you get your top 10, and then like before the show comes on, like I got it together. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot this. And every time we say our top 10, it's always like I forgot Every time it's like, how did I forget that? How did I forget that? So my number one, this is WrestleMania 13. This match is so important because this is the shift that started to happen in professional wrestling. We started going to the Attitude Era, and you started to see Austin character come from a heel to a face, Brett character come from a face to a heel, and you see them swap, and you see Austin tapping. Not he didn't tap out. He bled out, passed out from the sharpshooter. That iconic image of him trying to like push himself up and just bleeding. Even to the fact that it's actually in the Hall of Fame this year. That's how much of important it is. So I'm gonna go Austin versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13, 1997, I think. Yeah. Yep,
97.
Yeah, 97.
Yeah, man, that was a great match, man. I actually had it on my list earlier. But I am going to go with my honorable mentions. I'm going to go with Triple H versus Undertaker WrestleMania 28. That was a hard-hitting match. That was the end of the era match. That was cool. I'm going to also throw a woman's match in there. I'm going to go with what I had on here. God, let me scroll up. Oh, boy. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, my gosh.
WrestleMania 32.
2016. Oh, yeah.
That was really important. That's when Becky was still in the last kicker, and Sasha Banks was the boss coming into her own, and Charlotte was still, Charlotte Flair. But still, it was a good match overall. Another one that I want to do is the Money in the Bank ladder match from WrestleMania 21. That's when we had, let me see what I put on there. Jericho, Edge, Chris Benoit, Christian, Kane, and Shelton Benjamin. That's the match that put the Money in the Bank. That's why we have Money in the Bank now, because of that match right now.
Is that the match where Shelton Benjamin ran up the ladder?
Yeah.
This
is the reason why we have Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view right now, because of that match right there. So big ups to them. My number one WrestleMania match of all time. Number one match. I am going to go with. You said it earlier. I'm gonna go with Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan.
I'm not mad at that.
I know, like I said, I know the controversy between them two, but it's just a nostalgic thing for me to sit down and watch and at that time, the biggest wrestlers with so much energy coming down, so much charisma, and they came down for, rather what they did in real life or how they acted in public, behind the scenes, or what Hogan does now. I was a Hogan fan growing up. I can't deny it. You can say what you want to say about him. He did so much for this business. I can't deny his contribution to the world of professional wrestling. Warrior was good for, as a kid, I thought Warrior was the world, because I'm like, he's just got so much energy, the long hair, the muscles. He's just a different take from Hogan. So I kind of drew to Ultimate Warrior 2. And, he had my favorite belt, the Intercontinental Championship. I like the Intercontinental Championship more than I like the World Championship at first. But I do like the Wing Eagle. That's why I have it. But anyway, just to see them two come together and they made that match, it wasn't the best match, but it was a more memorable match, because I can still remember that match fluidly. I remember the Gorilla Press. He did it backwards. He fell on. He did the Gorilla Press Slam, and then he jumped on Hogan's back, rolled him up for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, before he did that, Hogan kicked out of it. He started hulking up. I remember all of it. I remember the pattern he went in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's my number one match of WrestleMania of all time. So, Oh, we got some comments, man. We got from Nash. He said, "What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, Nash?
What's up, Nash? What's up, Nash?
How you doing, man? We appreciate you. Listen, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Brother had a comment too. He had 2 comments. Let me see. Well, damn, he had 3. He said, let's go back. He said, unfortunately, I like that top 1 until I love it, but I hate it. It's a perfect one you forgot from the beginning of WrestleMania, Madison Square Garden, March 31st, 1985. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was in 85. I was what? 2? So, yeah, I was 2 years old. I was born in 83. So
I was 85, baby.
I go back and watch it, though. Don't get me wrong. I did go back and watch them. But I can't anything from the first WrestleMania up to WrestleMania 4. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm not.
I feel like it's for me. It's like 3 on up where I start to like.
Yeah, 3 on up.
Yeah, 3 on up, and 2 is just like I gotta research.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, 3 on up. I agree on
that. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
1 and 2, I could bear. I don't even think shit. 1, I was probably in diapers from 1 on 1. It's all good. I was still shitting on myself.
I think 1 I want to hear yet. I got here in September. I want to hear yet.
Unfortunately, let me see. Okay, so the next one he put Hogan and Mr. T with Jimmy Snuka versus Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper Baba. Yeah, that was a good match. You go back and watch them though; they did have some entertaining matches with them too. Especially
that match does come up a lot of people's conversations. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, another one. Also, WrestleMania 31, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns main event until Seth Rollins cashed it. That was good. It was unexpected that Seth was going to come down. Well, no, it wasn't unexpected. He had the money in the bank. But you know what? The only Brock Lesnar, let's talk about that. Because the only Brock Lesnar match I like with Roman Reigns was the SummerSlam one he had when he took the tractor and tried to turn it over. I really didn't care for the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar matches. I thought it was just like Suplex City, I'm like, man, come on, man. I feel you.
I
think the most entertaining one they had was the SummerSlam match with he took that tractor and lifted that ring up, and everybody was falling backwards. I thought that shit was funny.
That match was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Nash said hit another comment. He said, "Great job, keep doing your thing."
Appreciate you, Nash. Thank you for that.
By the way, hey, look, Nash, we appreciate you, man. Thank you, man, for tuning in. It's 12:51 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You can be doing anything else you want to do, but you're here with us, man. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, solid.
Listen, guys, we're going to get ready to end this stream, man, because we got a jam-packed day tomorrow. We will be seeing you tomorrow. So, listen, we just want to thank everybody for your support. We appreciate you. Coop, you got something to say?
We'll be here tomorrow for a review of Stand and Deliver, correct? And the WrestleMania 1 tomorrow. And the WrestleMania Night 2 also for Sunday.
And the Raw after WrestleMania.
So we still...
And the SmackDown after WrestleMania.
And that one too. So yeah.
Oh, Nash is all the way in Kenya.
Oh,
man,
wow.
We appreciate you, man. Yo, you in the motherland, yo. Hey, power to you, man.
Oh, in Kenya.
I know I look super light right here, but that's the light. I got some color to you, brother. It's 7:52 a.m. Saturday in Kenya, man. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much.
He watching the Hall of Fame too. Okay. Well, brother's watching the Hall of Fame. Yo, we appreciate you, Nash, man. Continue to share, subscribe, man. All the way from the motherland. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Kenya. That's crazy, man. We international, Coop.
Hey,
you're international, brother.
You're a wild podcast. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Big clap, yo. Big clap for that, yo.
All right,
please subscribe.
Yeah, God, man. Continue to share, man. Nash, hey, tell all your people out there, man. Yo, we got some good stuff going on here, man. Yeah. Tell them to like, share, and subscribe, yo, if you can.
Yeah.
Look, we appreciate y'all, man. Real talk, man. We are out of here, man. Peace.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Before we go, cool. One more thing, man. What's next week's top 10, man?
I'll let you pick it.
All right, man. I'm going to go top 10 female wrestlers of all time.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, all right.
Top 10 female wrestlers of all time.
I'm with that.
That's it, man.
All right, cool. We got it.
All right. Oh, right, one more. He put one more. Nash put one more. He said, yes, sir. Let's definitely grow together. Hey, brother, you support us. We're going to support you, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate the support, everybody. Yes, thank you so much.
Peace.
All right.
Yo, we all the way in the motherland.